Learning English with English faculties.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Welcome to our explainer on the Occupational English Test, or OET. If you're a healthcare professional looking to work in an English-speaking country, you already know this test is your gateway. Today, we're breaking down the ultimate strategy. We're going to help you secure exactly what most regulators demand, a grade B. We will build a clear, simple blueprint to get you exactly there.
I want you to ask yourself right now, are you ready to score that grade B? Earning a grade B proves that you have a really high level of performance. It means you can use English with a fluency and accuracy that is completely adequate for your daily professional needs. It's the standard that hospitals and medical councils trust. Why? Because it guarantees patient safety and a high quality of care. It's definitely a high bar, but with the correct preparation, it is absolutely within your reach.
To get you to that grade B, we're going to follow a straightforward 5-part blueprint. Format choice, the pitfalls, the toolkit, the roadmap, and final wisdom. Let's clear the roadblocks and map your success.
Part 1. Format choice.
This is the very first foundational decision you have to make before you even start studying. How will you physically take the test? You basically have two main options. The paper-based test is the traditional format. You handwrite your answers at a specific test venue. Now, if you have messy doctor's handwriting, or if your hand gets tired quickly from writing, you need to be really careful with this choice. On the other hand, the computer-based test involves typing. You can take this at a venue or even at home with a remote proctor. But beware, a simple, careless typing mistake is scored exactly like a spelling error. And this brilliantly illustrates why you need to pay attention to logistics. Paper-based bookings close 3 weeks prior to the test date to allow for international shipping. However, computer-based bookings close just 10 days prior. You must choose the format that best fits your physical comfort and your timeline.
Part 2. The pitfalls. Now that you've chosen your format, let's look at exactly how people fail. These traps come directly from the official OET handbook. Mistake number 1 is underestimating the test itself. Look, just because you work in a busy hospital every day doesn't mean you can skip studying for this exam. But mistake number 2 is definitely the most surprising. It's relying too much on your medical knowledge. It sounds completely crazy, right? But think about it. If you add extra medical advice to a writing task that was never mentioned in the patient's case notes, you will actually lose marks. You're being tested on your English proficiency here, not your medical expertise.
So the crucial point is that you must follow the rules of the test perfectly. Mistake number 3 is recording answers incorrectly. On a paper test, if you poorly shade a pencil lozenge for a multiple-choice question, the scanner simply won't read it. On a computer test, a careless typo wastes valuable points. You have to be incredibly precise. And mistake number 4 is searching for online tricks or shortcuts instead of doing real, focused study. There is no secret pattern to the multiple-choice answers. You see, the test is highly validated and heavily researched by Cambridge Assessment English. Because of this, there are absolutely no magic tricks. There is only effective preparation.
Part 3. The toolkit.
So what should you actually use to study? You might think you need to spend a fortune on expensive prep courses, but the truth is, the best tools cost absolutely zero. The official OET website gives you incredible resources entirely for free. They provide on-demand video masterclasses, they offer a comprehensive Start for Success prep guide, and best of all, they provide official sample tests. Practicing with authentic, official test papers is the single absolute best way to build your confidence and familiarize yourself with the exact format you're going to face on test day.
Part 4. The roadmap.
We have our format, we know the pitfalls, and we have our free tools. Let's move to the plan and see how this builds with a highly effective, concrete 4-week study timeline. Week 1 is all about format familiarity. You must learn the exact rules and timing for listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Week 2 is dedicated to skill building. This is where you learn to actively spot synonyms instead of listing for exact words, or practice transforming brief patient case notes into full grammatical sentences. Week 3 is mock tests. You need to sit down in a quiet room and take those free official sample tests under real-timed conditions. Don't pause the test, just push through. Finally, Week 4 is dedicated entirely to time management. Why is time management so absolutely critical in Week 4? Because of strict, unforgiving metrics just like this. 180 to 200. This is the required word count for the body of your letter in the writing test. You have exactly 45 minutes total. 5 minutes to read the complex case notes without writing anything at all, and 40 minutes to actually write. If you write significantly less than 180 words, you probably missed key medical information. If you write way over 200 words, you've included irrelevant details and lost your clarity. Managing these strict formats under a ticking clock is exactly what separates a grade C from a grade B.
Part 5. Final Wisdom.
We are now entering the final phase of our blueprint. When test day actually arrives, keep this ultimate secret as your core philosophy. OET is a test of English language skills, not a test of professional knowledge. Now, what's really interesting about this rule is that whether you're performing a speaking role play or writing an urgent referral letter, the assessors are grading your grammar, your empathy, your structure, and your clarity. You are there to communicate clearly and professionally, not to diagnose the patient.
You have the blueprint. You know the format choices, the unexpected pitfalls to avoid, the free official tools to use, and the specific 4-week roadmap to follow. The only question left is, will you be the next healthcare professional to claim your grade B? The path is totally clear. It's time to start your 4-week plan today.